Hi, I would just like to share another blessing with you. And this is about being aware of God's love inside you by the Holy Spirit. Okay, so I'd just like to read Romans chapter 5, verse 5, and it says, "And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us." So, what I'd like to say about that is obviously God, you don't actually have to ask God to fill you with His love because He's already done that. He shed His love abroad in your hearts by the Holy Spirit. And if you're a believer, you have the Holy Spirit. Now, what we need to do is, even though we have the Holy Spirit, we need to regularly allow the Holy Spirit to have us. So this is why we constantly ask to be filled with the Holy Spirit. And when we do that, one of the things the Holy Spirit can do, He can make us aware on the inside of God's love, and that can just change you. Yeah, God's love is already there, He's already given you it, but sometimes our hearts and minds just need to be quickened and made aware of that, His love that sent Jesus to the cross to die for us. So we have the two aspects. The first aspect is God's inherent love. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish but have everlasting life. And then Romans 5 verse 8 says, "But God commendeth His love toward us, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us." So that's God loving us just because God is love. And that's it's like God, He sends that love, He fills us with that. And then God's internal love is when we're aware of it, the Holy Spirit has shown us we need Jesus, we receive Jesus, we receive the Holy Spirit. And then when we're filled with the Holy Spirit, that makes us aware of God's love inside us. And that is just a blessing, it just helps us. I've been challenged in that myself, just to allow the Holy Spirit to make me just more aware of that, just as a blessing. Okay, and I just trust it's a blessing to you as well. Okay, thanks for watching, and God bless you.